Hello everyone. Welcome to Everyday Essential series of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy, where we are going to discuss important topics from the Hindu and the Indian Express. So today in this video, let us discuss the topics from May 2nd, 2025, where we are going to discuss about Ukraine US critical mineral steel, Vinjiam International Seaport, followed by Indo-Pacific Maritime Domain Awareness, and finally the Dev Prayag Janasu Tunnel. So coming to our first topic, that is Ukraine-US critical minerals deal. So what's the context of this topic? After a long months of negotiations, the United States of America and the Ukraine has signed a deal regarding these rare earth minerals. And this deal will give the US preferential access to new Ukrainian minerals and fund investments in the Ukrainian reconstruction program. This Ukraine-US critical minerals deal, officially called as the United States-Ukraine Reinvestment Fund, where this fund will receive 50% of royalties, license fees, and similar payments from the natural resource projects in the Ukraine. And this money in turn will also be invested only in Ukraine for funding the projects. And this United States Ukraine Reinvestment Fund benefits both the United States as well as Ukraine. Let's see how. This fund represents the US economic stake for securing a free, peaceful, and sovereign future of Ukraine. And for Ukraine, this fund will strengthen the strategic partnership between Ukraine and the United States and also help in Ukraine for their reconstruction and modernization. So this reconstruction modernization of Ukraine is very essential because as it was devastated by the Russia-Ukraine war, it needs modernization now. So that's how the fund will benefit both the United States as well as for Ukraine. And who will manage or control this fund? This fund will be controlled by a company which is formed by equal representatives from United States as well as the Ukraine, which will contain 3 members from the American board and the 3 members from the Ukrainian board. And these company will only decide the allocation of this 50% money received from this fund to the projects. And these company will only decide the allocation of funds for the projects. And these projects include minerals projects, hydrocarbons, as well as the infrastructure related projects also. So this is all about this Ukraine-US critical minerals deal. Now let us see what are the rare earth minerals. The rare earth minerals are a group of 17 metals which include nickel, lithium, arsenic, beryllium, zirconium, etc. These are used to make magnets that turn power into motion for electric vehicles, smartphones, missile systems, and other electronic appliances. And these rare earth minerals are very essential for industries such as defense, high-tech appliances, aerospace, and green energy. So these rare earth minerals are very important for the transition of these industries, that is for electric vehicles, defense, and etc. Now coming to the specific details about these Ukrainian deposits. As per European Union, Ukraine has 34 minerals. out of which 22 are critical minerals only. And according to the Ukraine's Institute of Geology, Ukraine has rare earth elements like lanthanum and cerium, which are used for making TVs and lighting. And neodymium. This is used for making wind turbines plus electric vehicle batteries. And also erbium and yttrium, which is used for making nuclear powers and lasers. And Ukraine is also the potential supplier of lithium, beryllium, manganese, gallium, zirconium, graphite, apatite, fluoride, and nickel, which are rare earth elements. And one more important thing is that Ukraine has reserves of graphite, which is used for making electric vehicle batteries as well as nuclear reactors. These graphite reserves represent the 20% of global resources. So the 20% of global graphite comes from the Ukraine only. So these are the specific details about Ukraine. Now coming to the rare earth metals, one more important thing is that China. China is the largest producer of these rare earth minerals. It produces around two-thirds of the global rare earth metals, followed by the United States. So this is all about the US-Ukraine minerals deal. Now moving to our second topic, that is Vientiane International Seaport. So why this is in news? Today, that is on 2nd May 2025, our Honorable Prime Minister has dedicated this Vientiane International Seaport to the nation by officially commencing the project. And also the first semi-automated port. So this Vientiane International Airport is developed under landlord model of public-private ship model, which includes Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited companies in collaboration with the Kerala government. This was developed by the DBFOT model, that is design, build, finance, operate, and transfer model. Coming to the significance of this port. This port was armed with AI-driven control room and the VTMS, which means Vessel Traffic Management System. Developed by IIT Madras. So with the help of this AI-driven control and this VTMS, the port will help in tracking of ships. Also, it provides real-time location and movement updates of the ship by using radars and sensors. Also, it optimizes port traffic flow and berthing assignments. And the most important of this port is that, see, in India, about 75% of our country's shipment cargo is dependent on the international ports only. So, where we will spend about 200 to 220 million dollars. So, by having a transshipment port in the country itself, it will reduce the dependence of the country on other international port, thereby saving the cost also. So what is deep water transshipment port? A deep water port is a man-made structure that are used as ports or terminals to support, store or handle oil or natural gas. So Vizhinjam International Seaport is a man-made structure. So it is a deep water port. And what is a transshipment port? It is a place where the goods are offloaded and loaded onto a different ship to continue their journey to their final destination. So Vizhinjam International Seaport is also a transshipment port where it will allow loading and unloading of the goods of different ships. So this is all about the India's first deep water transshipment port, that is Vizhinjam International Seaport. Now, moving to our third topic, that is Indo-Pacific Maritime Domain Awareness. So, why we are discussing this? The United States has notified this potential sale of maritime surveillance tech worth of 131 million to India as part of this Indo-Pacific Maritime Domain Awareness Initiative only, where the United States has agreed to provide India the Sea Vision software, technical assistant field team training, the remote software and analytical support, the access to the Sea Vision documentation, along with other related elements of logistics and program support. So, what is this IPMDA means? Let's see that now. This was originated during the 2022 Quad Leader Summit, which was held in the Tokyo of Japan. So, this Quad is a grouping of India, Australia, Japan, and the US. The main aim of this IPMDA is to track the dark shipping. So this is important here. You need to know the term. What is this dark shipping? So the dark shipping is used to describe a vessel operating with its automatic identification system in a turned off mode. So this automatic identification system, what will it do? It will transfer the ship's position of sea. Ship's position at sea and also identify the data related to that ship. So by turning off this automatic identification system, the ship is unmonitored. So, why a ship can be unmonitored? Because there might be a chance it will carrying the illegal trade, human trafficking, or any other illegal activities. So, in order to avoid that illegal activities on a trade, this IPMDA tracks this dark shipping. It also builds more accurate marine picture in the oceans of Southeast Asia, Indian Ocean, and the Pacific Islands. Further, this IPMDA enhances the maritime domain awareness by providing technology transfer and training to its members. So, as part of this maritime domain awareness program only, India got all these technologies, Sea Vision software. So, as part of this maritime domain awareness program only, India got all these assistance from the United States. Now moving to our final topic, that is Dev Prayag Janasu Tunnel. So why this is in news? This tunnel is situated in the Uttarakhand state, which is located in the Himalayan terrain. So we all know that constructing any project in the Himalaya is very difficult project. So after many difficulties, this India's longest rail tunnel is in its final stage, which we can say from this breakthrough phase of this Janasu tunnel. So this breakthrough phase was happened on the April 16, 2025. So what is meant by breakthrough phase of this tunnel? This breakthrough marks the point when a tunnel being excavated from both the ends meet at a point. So we are excavating a tunnel from here and we are excavating a tunnel from here. And when these both points connect, this is known as this breakthrough phase. And this India's longest rail tunnel, the Dev-Prayag Janasu tunnel, has witnessed this breakthrough phase on this April 16, 2025, which also marked the India's first train journey from Mumbai to Thane in the year 1853. So coming to the details of this Dev-Prayag Janasu tunnel, it is a part of this 125-kilometer length Rishikesh Karnaprayag rail line. And out of this 125 kilometers, this rail line project has 104 kilometers tunnels only. And out of this 104-kilometer tunnel, this Dev Prayag Janasu tunnel is a 14.57 kilometer tunnel. And it is the India's longest rail tunnel. And it was built by the Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, which was a Navratna public sector undertaking under the Ministry of Railways. So these are the topics for today. Thank you.